So conditional formatting is formatting a specific range or a specific cell based on a specific criteria. So we have, and that is located under the Home tab, under the Styles ribbon right here, under Conditional Formatting. If you click on under Conditional Formatting, you have all different kinds of conditional formats, which which we'll be going over with. So the first one is highlighting cell rules, and if I click on highlight cell rules, I'll have greater than, less than, between, equal to, text that contains a date occurring or duplicate values. So we're going to start with the greater than cell. So if I'm going to go ahead and highlight the range I want the conditional format for, I'm going to go to conditional formatting. I'm going to go to highlight cell rules. I'm going to go greater than. I'm going to do 15,000. And I'm going to say I want to highlight that with a green fill and dark green text. And then I'm going to click OK. So I can see that in the women's department, greater than 15,000 is February, April. I have June, July, August, and I have November, December. The really cool thing about this is if I were to move any of these data values into higher than 15,000, then it automatically is a live change, a live change. If I want to do less than, again, I would highlight the whole table right here. I would go to conditional formatting, top bottom rules, less than, I could say less than 15,000. And I could say with a light red fill and dark red text. If I want something a little bit more, different color, let's say like an orange color, or that's not available here, I could go to custom format and I could say I want the fill, you have the number, font, border, I want the fill to be, let's say, orange right here. Click OK, and then click OK again. And now the orange, which is March, May, September, and October, are less than 15,000. Then I have between a specific amount. So let's say in the men's department, I want to conditionally format all the values that are between, let's say, 15,000 and 17,000. Now there is nothing between 15 and 17, so which is why, but that's okay because that's what we're going to do right now, and then we're going to change a couple of values and it's going to show us the automatic change. I want to do that with, let's say, yellow fill, right? And I'm going to click OK. Now, if I say March 1 is 15,500, it automatically fills with yellow. If this is 16,800, it's going to automatically fill with yellow. If this is 14,500, it's not going to change. If I change this to 16,900, it automatically is going to fill with yellow. And that's if you are highlighting a value in between a specific amount. Then I'm going to go ahead and highlight accessories. Actually, it's text that contains. So I'm going to click on the department, which is A9 through A20. And then I'm going to say highlight rules, text that contains, and then I'm going to say I want to go ahead and highlight June, right? And then I could say I want a green fill with the dark green text. And I'm going to click OK. So now at this point, I actually see that June is already changed. If I change this to June as well, that also changes. This also changes. So the cool thing about this is that if you're trying to highlight, let's say, different departments of each person working, or similar names, or similar sales, or something of that sort, you can also not necessarily value, but more as the actual text, then you will be able to see the multiple highlights that fall under that specific criteria, which is text that contains. We also have a date occurring. And again, if you do a date occurring, you follow by what's on the actual computer. You have today, tomorrow, the last 7 days, last week, this week, next week. It's more like, can you highlight all of the individuals, or can you highlight all the dates that were yesterday? And usually sometimes it's like invoices when paychecks came in or came out from different vendors. So you'll actually see, you paid yesterday, you paid 2 days ago, you paid a week ago, and those are highlighted based on different colors. So that way everyone can actually see when they will paid and what do they fall under. And the last one is duplicate values. So there's no duplicate values under accessories, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it right here. So that way I do have two duplicate values. I'm going to highlight the data right here. I'm going to say conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, duplicate values. It automatically highlights it. I can actually do green fill, click OK, and now I have two duplicate values here. Which is in June. I can also have duplicate values for the department as well. So if I'll say highlight rules, duplicate values, I'll do the light red. It kind of overrid the text that contains. And now I have three different ones. And that is how you go ahead and highlight cell rules. All different kinds of highlighting cell rules. If I wanted to go ahead and change any of the rules, again, I would go to manage rules. And when I go to manage rules, it's not the current selection, but I could do this worksheet, and then you can actually see all of the different types of rules that you have created. And now I could change them. I could change where they're located. I could edit them. So if I click on here and I could say edit, I can actually say duplicate or unique values, highlight all the unique values here, and then I would click OK. And then I would click apply. Now all the unique values are in red, which are February, March, April, May, July, August, September, October, and November. So those are some things that you can do and edit the rules. If I wanted to go ahead and delete a rule, again, I would delete the rule and then click OK. It automatically deletes the rule from the actual table.